Liz.
That's as sexy as I get. That's it. I'm completely covered up.
It's, no, but you look amazing there.
So it's a nightclub act I did.
It's a nightclub act you did. I want to ask you a question because as a Latina, I mean, I know that, and you've talked a lot about this, that early in your career, you were this like baby la Latina, right? And a lot of guys, you know, were always bugging you and pursuing you and this and that. You had a divorce in your life, and you've talked about this a lot, that in that period, there was a 7-year period where you were sort of away from TV, you gained weight, and you came back in character parts more.
Well, yeah.
So, and you talk a lot about that.
Yeah, well, I worked, though. It was just that I wasn't visible. If you're not on a series, you're not in the business.
Right, right.
You know?
Now, so you've had, in a way, two very distinctly different careers. You had this very much leading lady, you know, Latina Spitfire sort of career early on, and now you've had these incredible, intense, you know, parts where you play more character parts. And for instance, in Mahalia, in the John Larroquette show, you're the centerpiece of that show. You have been. So you've seen it really from two sides of the business, two sides of a woman in Hollywood. Tell me a little bit about that, the differences in that.
Era bruta, you know, I didn't know that I looked like that because I wasn't, to myself, I wasn't attractive. I would look at these women. You'd go in and you'd order breakfast in a diner and these women were knockouts, you know. All the beautiful women come here to be in show business, and I didn't think I was attractive at all.
So in those days you didn't appreciate it?
No, I would hang out with Linda Carter and people like that, and they were really beautiful, and I didn't feel I was beautiful. And I didn't know that men were like that about me. Now they all come up and tell me. They say, "Oh, I had such a crush on you." I say, "Why didn't you tell me then?" I didn't know. And I said, "Well, you know, don't you remember I asked you out?" I said, "No, you said we were going bowling. That's not a date." You know.
But you know what's really interesting about that to me is I just read recently that Jessica Lange said that when she was younger she didn't appreciate her natural beauty and she was always trying to take parts where she looked ugly, and that now she's like, oh boy, do I wish that I could go back and do those parts. Now I just want to look good. And I think it's a real issue for women because we're so objectified by men.
Yeah.
So how has that been for you? I mean, to see that transition on the air for yourself.
I love it. I love it. I love it's wisdom. You know, it's aging. I was always afraid that I was going to be 50 in white go-go boots and a Courrèges dress, and a fall. You know, and I'm not, obviously not. I feel I was so unhappy then. I looked at that picture. That picture. I was so unhappy.
Why?
Because I couldn't figure out life. I couldn't figure out men. I was Spanish, but I was in an American culture, and my grandfather was Moroccan.
Really?
So I spoke French first, and I have no idea. I'm 3 people. There is no therapy or therapist in the world that can help me. There's no place I can go. I'd have to start with the Spanish Inquisition, and by the time, you know, I'm so culturally torn. You know,
we all are. It's very tough.
I don't even know how to pronounce my own name. I don't know whether to say Elizabeth Torres or to say Elizabeth Torres.
Right.
You know, and so I get hung up when just 2 completely different people.
So now that
Don't
you know,
feel that?
oh, I feel that every day of my life. It's like, you know, split personality.
Yeah, the Playboy call. You know, yeah, that sounds good. Well, I'm very flattered. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Are you kidding me? You're mine. But I only have my figure once in my life. It'll be nice to have it on record, Liz. And you just know what your mother's going to say. When
It's true.
You know.
I totally understand. So what do you think you've learned from all that?
How to cook.
That's true. No matter what, that'll save you.
Oh, it
Cook
keeps
a good
the men
dinner.
away, guaranteed.
Now, Liz, what is the thing? And you've talked to me this year about meeting President Clinton. Would you say that's been a big highlight in your career?
Oh my God! Wouldn't it be for anybody to meet the President of the United States? And I was invited to the White House for breakfast the morning before the inauguration.
Wow, heavy.
Man, oh man,
Bueno, and tell us, is he cute?
See, bello, he's gorgeous.
He is, right?
Yeah, he's trim and he's very handsome, and she's lovely.
Yeah, she's a very smart woman.
Oh, bright, yeah.
So that was a very special thing for you.
Oh, absolutely. Ay, Dios mío, oh.
What happened? Are people talk, oh, cameras are coming in your face?
Yeah, so, it's been so long.
What are some other things like that have been that make you feel really great about the journey you've been on?
Oh, well, that certainly is a highlight. And I think owning my own home, you know, having a little piece of earth.
Money, definitely.
Money,
Making all that moolah you made on all those shows, Liz.
Yeah, what a difference it makes. I use a dry cleaners now.
You know, plata, you can never look down on that.
No, and it adds years to your life.
Years to your life. Bueno, no se vayan, don't go away, we'll be back shortly.